Good morning, everyone. Futures Trader Elite here with NQ pre-market prep on 9/24. Let's pull us up a chart. And this here set on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 15-minute. Look at some things. Get some of this off the screen. Just this trend line right here. This is the 1 hour trend line. So a couple things that I'm going to be looking at. Of course, you could see yesterday we had trouble up here at the $25,000 range. Just kept wanting to reject till we finally got this hard drop. It looks like we've been grinding up ever since we got that drop, up and bounce, and staying above this trend line. So as you can see, we got the golden pivot point right here. We've already got back to that. We had this yellow line, which was a previous all-time high at some point. I leave them on there. They seem to be like magnets. It's chopping around there. From there to that zone box. And here we got structure break. If we break out of the top of the zone box and to the upside, we're going to break structure on the 15-minute, which means we need to be looking at this line up here around 960, this red line. I say that, and let me check something else. Yeah, this red line right here, we might be looking at 955, 960. Yeah, there might be a 10-point range there. So break of the zone box, maybe a break a little bit, retest, enter on the retest for the push, as long as it's a retest and not a fake out to drop back down. Okay, so if we get there and let's say we can break through that, we got that R1 pivot at the bottom side of this box. Then we got the top side of the box is at about 25 or about 25,007, and then this is at 10, the red line. And then really I need to throw a yellow line on here for the all-time high. We'll put that there, turn that yellow. Something like that. So now that's what we have to the upside. Let's take a look at what we could be looking at to the downside. First, we could break this 1 hour. Say that we break this 1 hour and come down to, let's say, the bottom, somewhere right in here. You know, we break that 1 hour by 5, 10, 15 points. We get a bounce and a retest. I cut a video yesterday where I played the retest of a 1 hour trend line. You know, you could play the break of it right here, but then if you catch it down here and it don't keep going, then this is going to go against you for the retest. Get in at the retest. I mean, this is just, I'm not saying to take this trade, but I took a trade like this yesterday myself. If it breaks, retest. I went in on the retest, and the zone would be the zone box, take profit. Of course, always put buy stops in and follow my price down, because I'm not gonna let this go $200, $300 or $400, $500 in the green and leave my stop way back here so that it can come back and tag me out at break even, if that makes sense. You need to follow your gains down, because it might not get to the zone box. You know, you want to give it a little breathing room in case it can get down there, but how much breathing room you give it is up to you. I usually don't give mine more than five points, because I want to lock in my gains. So say that that's a scenario that could happen. and maybe it just breaks straight through it and comes straight down to this box. Either way, whether it breaks through that line and comes straight to the zone box or breaks through this line, retest, then drops. Either way, I'm looking for a bounce play out of this box. We can put us a line here for the time being where this come to yesterday. I'm not gonna make that a certain color yet. I'm gonna leave it blue just so we can see what happens if it does get down there. It might not bounce there again or anything, but we got that line. Then we got this yellow line at 756, and then this zone box at 730 to 700. So that's all I'm gonna have for NQ pre-market prep this morning. Smash that like and subscribe, and come hang out in the Discord for free.